So, ah, let's see if everything is working out properly. Hello everyone, it's accurate again. Hello everyone. And I have no idea about how the audio sounds. You guys should be able to hear me, but I don't know how loud. Alright? But it should be pretty loud, even though I don't really hear it myself. 1 2 1 2, check it out, check it out. So let's go here. Hello everyone, please give me some, yeah, it's very quiet. Everyone says it's quiet. So let's crank up the volume of that one. And I get some kind of feedback on the voice, right? I hear myself double. That sounds about normal though. Oh, the mixer is set to a crazy setting. Hold on. That should be, yeah, that should be way louder. 1 2 1 2 1 2. The audio should be kind of loud right now, but I hear myself double. Do you guys hear me the crazy way? Like it's feedbacking in some kind of way. It's better. Yep. Boom. 1 2 2 1. No feedback. Okay, cool. Because I get a lot of feedback. But maybe I should just try to do something like, I don't know, would that be it? No, that wouldn't be it. Maybe some kind of setting. Oh, wait. I am running everything out of there. Hold on, maybe. Yeah, I think I have a solution for this. So, hi everyone. If I do that, yeah, it might be a little bit noisy right now. I'm just gonna plug a cable out of here and in there, but then I need that one, yeah. So give me a second. So let's see if I can get this working better. Hi everyone, people are saying hi in the chat room. I enjoy that. Hi everyone, as normal. Hi everyone, as normal. Hi everyone. Okay, that creates like a multiple feedback loop. We are doing some kind of beat making or something more experimental. I don't know. I'm using this one. I haven't had it for many days, so I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try to do something. It's a little popping and crackling in the audio. That's troublesome. Hold on and let me try to fix one thing with the audio. Give me like 20 seconds. Oh. I am so sorry for that. That had to be super loud. So now I'm running the audio from the mixer instead of through the entire yada yada. I can hear my own breathing louder than the synthesizer. So does this work for me? Does it work for you? Does everything? Well, I think this is kind of cool. Can I get some confirmation that you guys are still hearing me? Even though the compressor might be a little bit much on the microphone right now? Like that's hard to fix or something? So 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, this is a Rode microphone. Z, z, z. Z, z, z. Z, z. Oh. Yep. I'm not supposed to do that. Cool. So it looks good and it sounds good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing this from my iPhone, and yeah, everything just... I'm still working on getting an OBS set up and get the whole EBS software to work for me, and right now it really doesn't. So the iPhone is my solution for that. I don't have any more cameras or anything. It's just one single thing with the whole audio setup ran into it. So hi everyone, this is the Rode NT1 microphone. Oh, hold on, this is... Yep, NT1 is the name of this one. It's not the NT1 kit though. This is the NT1 microphone with the thing. I got this one and two other Rode mics at the same time. I got the Rode Procaster and another USB mic, NT USB. The audio runs through my entire music setup with the external mixer, and I'm using one of those really small sound cards. An audio interface from Behringer called U-Control UCA202. It's not awesome, but for this it's just fantastic. It works with just a normal USB cable, and I have the camera connection kit to my iPhone on the other end. So I'm just running the audio straight into the iPhone like that, and I'm monitoring with the headphones right from the little sound card. And I keep hitting my face on the thing here. Maybe I should lower the volume right there for me. Whatever. Cool. We got over 100 people watching the live stream right now, and I'm very thankful for that. That's a good start. Yeah, it is a pain to manage the cables. My studio, the cable management isn't good enough at all here. It's actually terrible. But cables carry audio, and audio is fantastic. So who cares about the cables, really? Everyone says it sounds great and that it looks great. So that's like the first time ever people has been happy with the audio and the video in a live stream, I should say. So today I am planning to do a little bit of jamming on the OPC. If you don't know about the OPC, you should know about it. First of all, let me talk a little bit about this one. I am making some kind of video on it. I started making a review, taking a look at the basics of it, but I realized that I didn't know much about it. I had to learn it first. So I just took the time, a few days, to try to learn it. And I can't say that I've learned it yet, but I know the basics of it. And because I also have this one, the classic OP1, and I kind of understand most of this. This one comes in kind of the same way in some respects. It's a very different kind of unit, but some things are similar. Some of the function buttons and some of the stuff. So learning this one didn't take me as long as I thought. Again, I don't know everything about it. I haven't learned it completely, but it's really fun. But when it was before it was released, I should say, I was really like curious about it, and I looked at all the videos from NAMM and everything about what is the OPZ is going to be about, and I was super excited. Then when they actually dropped it and people made videos on it, I felt a little bit underwhelmed, I should say. Not too excited about what they actually brought with it. So my plan was not to get it at all. And then I just had a day at the office at my normal day job, and I got an email from Teenage Engineering saying, yeah, it's back on stock. We've made a new batch of it and you can order it right now. And I don't know, I just went into the website and I ordered the thing and I paid for it, and like 2 days after, it showed up. So kind of an impulsive buy, but I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. In one way, I think the OP1 is way more usable in a lot of ways. It's a more powerful device with a sampler and all the stuff that I like a lot. And I also have one of the pocket operators. This is the 33 tonic, 33 KO. Yeah, KO, the sampler version, and I love it. I think it's great. Some people are saying that the OPZ is kind of a PO, a pocket operator on steroids. I think that's not really a fair comparison. I would lean towards saying that it's a shrinking down OP1. Actually, it's closer to the OP1 than an OPZ to me. But again, I'm no expert on stuff like this. The OPZ is around $600, I think, $650 maybe, something like that. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, I must say. Let's go to another type of sound. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. That's a bit low, right? Yeah, it is expensive, but the OPC is even more expensive. And Native Instruments are like that. They make premium products and they are awesome, but they are also not the most cheap things around. But in my case, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think it's very, very usable. And you see the size of this one is just, it's bananas. It's super small. But it's, I don't know this batch, but the first batch was sold out in like a couple of days or hours or whatever. It went really fast. And I think that's kind of the way this one is going to be now as well, that it's going to be sold out. And if that's the case, maybe I will have the option to resell this one, to sell this one as a second-hand device and get most of my money back. But I don't know. I am using it a lot and I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'm thinking about keeping it. But who knows? It's still kind of new to me, and it's. I gotta say, if you're following my channel, you know that you pretty much know what I do. It's about samples and it's about hip hop and boom bap and that kind of stuff. This one isn't really suited for that, but I can still make music on it, as I can do on pretty much anything, or anyone can do on anything. It's not just me. Okay, cables. Jesus. Okay, I have like tangled myself here. I need to reconnect the phones like that. And yeah, it is a hassle with the cables. It is. Well, the OPC is super, super fun, super, super cool. And now when we have like 222 people, 223, who cares, in the live stream, maybe I should put the camera onto the thing that is actually interesting instead of this face and the mustache and stuff. Bananas. Yeah. Do you lack the functionality of more tactile version OP1? Well, the keyboard on the OP1 isn't really like, it doesn't have any velocity sensitivity or anything like that. What I am missing in the OPC from the OP1 is of course the sampler and the possibility to put your own sounds in there. That's easy to do with the OP1. You can sample them straight in or load them up into the USB interface. And you can also sample straight from the FM radio or like the input, which is a really cool thing and fun for me, who is kind of in the sample-based territory a lot. Maybe I should take the screen. Yeah, that's the stuff. Taking the brightness of the screen on the iPhone way down. That makes the battery last longer. Smart. Yeah, of course. I kind of miss the screen. The screen on the OP1 is super fun. The different effects and the graphics are really fun to use and to work with. But to be able to make music and to like change things on the unit, I don't really feel like I need a display or a screen. I can just connect it to my iPhone or an iPad or whatever and have a screen right there. But the basic functions that you can access from the unit is, to me, kind of good enough, you know. And the indication you get from the LEDs is way more than you might think. Do I have a Mini Brute? Yes, I do. I do have a Mini Brute 2S over there on the top. Mini Brute 2S. I like it a lot. It's great. But yeah, Lucas, exactly what you're saying. There is an app for the OPC on the iPhone or iPad. On iOS, I should say. Which is cool, and it adds some it adds a graphical interface for the whole thing. But the way I feel right now, been owning this for less than a week, I don't feel like I need to use that to make simple melodies and music pieces on this one. It's cool and it's nice to be able to attach a screen like that through the iOS app. Do I need it to make music? No, definitely not. Let me just play one of the sequences I have here. This version. Let's do that. Let's do that and show that one. So let's play the sequence I have right here. It's a simple 4-bar loop, nothing special, but it works kind of good. So that's one 4-bar pattern, the way I look at it. And then the next one. With a little bit of arpeggio. The bass is just overwhelming. Yeah, you know, that wasn't too hard to make either. It was actually kind of a straightforward process. But yeah, it's teeny tiny compared to my Apple keyboard here, you see? Or compared to, like, I don't know, compared to whatever. The OP1, maybe? Can you see this? The size is just, again, bananas. The sound is plastic. I don't know. I kind of took some basic presets from the device and tweaked it a little bit. So if it's plasticky, it might also be my bad use of the device. Okay, so let's go into the sequence here. That one again, and let's just delete the whole sequence. Okay. So here comes the actual music making. No, trying to make music. The music making test. Let's start by trying to do something. So the camera, you can kind of see. You can kind of see the device in my hands. So we are going to the BPM first of all. 94. That's a nice BPM. Let's raise the volume of the One funny little thing is that you're able to, this is the metronome, a normal click sound. But I can also change that to become...
You know?
This is actually Swedish. Teenage Engineering is a Swedish company and I am from Sweden, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of a funny little thing, but of course we're gonna stick with the normal click sound. So that's the metronome. Let's go into, let's start with a snare. Oh, I might have some equalizing on the mixer. No, that's a straight signal from the mixer. This is actually what it sounds like. Kind of like that one. Let's try to put it in. Let's keep it like that at the moment. Go to a hi-hat. So we do have quite a few sounds. Let's take that hi-hat right there. Enter some straight notes. No, let's not enter some straight notes. Let's play it in. The name of this one, it's the OPZ. Okay, let's say that's good enough. With the hi-hat a little bit offbeat. And let's go to the kick. Can pitch it down, pitch it up. Let's find a kick drum. Maybe put a little bit of filtering on. That's better. So I am missing the low end in the snare. I read the chat sometimes. Yes, Axel Karlsson. I'm not keeping up with the Niklas Niklas Sandal. Hi man, what's up? Yeah, I'm reading the chat every now and then, but I am new to this device, so I am kind of slow on it, and I get focused on this one instead of the chat room and the whole talking bit. But yeah, I am checking the stuff. Nice to see you here, Niklas. Welcome to the to the live stream. So we have some simple drums right here, and I don't know about that snare at all. Maybe I should layer it up with like that one. Fuck that. Let's go to this one, and let's just see how something would sound with the drums. So let's take that idea and make a 4-bar pattern. So 4 bars right there, and maybe let's start by entering like an A minor. Not like that, maybe like this. No. Let's just let the whole thing run. Like that, right? Jesus. Okay, now I got it. Like that. Ah, come on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Are you guys seeing what I'm trying to do here? I know it doesn't sound like the best idea ever, but it is kind of music, and I know I'm kind of slow on it compared to Machine and everything else, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's hard to play the keys though. Very hard, actually. And I'm getting bored of the whole thing with the chords right here, so let's just try to delete that. If I'm doing that the wrong way, okay, like that. Now it's just drums again. Yep. It's too predictable, right? So let's go to... Oh, a nice pad sound. Let's see if we can change it up. Let's try to make something a little bit dreamy in the key of E. Can I hook a keyboard up to it? Nope. Don't think so. So let's look for another lead sound. Or kinda like that. Or let's try to focus, let's try to make a bass thing. Oh, that's what I call a bass sound. So I could also do another type of sequencing here, which is like going to a step mode. 3 in between. That's not right. Let's go there. Okay. That note should be that one, right? Okay. I could do something more inspiring than that. So I'm changing my length, the pattern length, to 2 bars. And let's try to record. No. I'm so used to working in 4-bar patterns, so let's do a 4-bar pattern just to make me feel more comfortable. And one thing I really love about this one, I just needed to say that right off the bat. One thing I love here is that when I do something like I just did, recording something into the sequencer by playing it manually, it doesn't sequence. There is an option to sequence with the yellow knob, and just turn that up, and it will sequence the as much of the amount that I want it to. But what the fuck was that? Okay, but if I don't, hello, if I don't do that, if I don't choose to quantize it by myself, quantize, yeah, I mean quantize. If I don't want to quantize it, it doesn't quantize to like a standard note value, which a lot of stuff nowadays do, because they're trying to help you. I hate that thing. I really hate it. Didn't I say quantize? What did I say? Did I just started talking Swedish or something? I don't know. It doesn't quantize automatically, and I love that. That's just the thing. And I just bumped it on my table hard. Then the microphone. Jesus. I said quantities? Okay, sorry. It doesn't quantize. So I have a crappy little bass line here. Some low pass filter. I said sequence. That's even worse. It doesn't sequence. Of course it does. So you see a little thing like this. I'm not saying I'm quick on it, but it's not super slow either, you know? So let's take that whole pattern or the sequence or whatever and just delete that thing. And see if we can do something a bit more inspired, something more fun. I am realizing now when I'm trying to do this on a live stream that it kind of sounds the same all the time. You can see the Machine Micro MK3 lurking. You mean this one? This is the Machine Mark III, the full version. The Machine Mark III Micro is on a shelf on top of me. Yeah. Maybe I should just start with a bass line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's go to a longer pattern again. I don't know. Let's do something. Okay. Boom, boom. Am I like crazy if I'm saying that I kind of feel that bass line? Let's edit the envelope. A heart attack. Hard attack, not heart attack. Sounds more funky like that. Page 1. The filter and the resonance. Oh. Before I tried it myself, it seemed like these rotary encoders were just crazy, but using them for real is actually really straightforward. It feels good in the fingers too, to you know, to turn it like that. Okay, let's leave the bass line right there and go to the kick. Two snare drums on top of each other? Yeah, I definitely prefer the OP1. Okay. Kick, snare, hi-hat, bass drum, bass line. Now let's go to the arpeggiator. Yeah. I mean, I have a hard time sometimes. So the swing is way too high. That's the stuff. Back to the bass sound. I went a little too crazy with that thing. So, back to the... .93 BPM. Okay, that's straight. So let's go for... Again, I do have a hard time with arpeggios sometimes. Just feels too cheesy. Okay, the comment here from ULC Beats. I actually like this thing even less now. I've not seen anyone make anything with this that astounded me yet. Completely opposite of what happened with the OP1. And I kind of understand what you're saying, and that's what I'm realizing right now. Everything sounds kind of uniformed, and I think that's my fault. I think I could like use it better than I do. But yeah, it's not as versatile as the OP1 at all. The mustache, well, it's still there. It's here to stay. It is. But I totally see what you're saying though, ULC Beats. Yeah, I need to throw in a few samples to make it more organic. That's true. It's very synth based. Okay, I wasn't talking about this one. Sure. but it still it still applies to this one. Maybe I should go. Let's take one more. Give it one more try before I yeah, let's just give it one more try. I deleted the whole thing again, and let's go for a snare. So, straight snares. Okay, kick drum. I haven't really found a kick drum that I like. Yes, I can save my patterns. That's not a problem at all. Those two kicks together. No. Okay, let's do 2-bar pattern with the kicks. And let's turn the metronome off and go to the hi-hat track. Yeah, let's try to do something like that. Even more like... I know, the clap sound is really good. Ave McCree in the chat room. Hello, dude. What's up? Let's do a 4-bar pattern with the hi-hat, just to make it feel a bit more organic. I had a little double hit there, but who cares? Yep. That's good enough, yeah. Still not loving the kick drum, but let's, yeah. So I have a bass instrument. Oh, I have a sample thing first. With stuff like...
Yeah.
But it's not my samples, and it feels wrong to use them. That sounds, you know, immediately just switching sounds like that and adding a few different samples just makes me a happier guy. Let's see. I gotta see what I can, if I can follow up on the in the chat room. This device is going to get more interesting than Volca sample. Hello, Jim Shannon. Welcome. The Volca sample, that's not even comparable. That's a sample playback device. This is a synth. So let's see if I can create something. We have that sample-based instrument basically, and a bass synth with a bunch of different presets. This lead synth. Maybe I could use this one. No. That's kind of a... Everything gets kind of sad. I am having some problems here. Because of the reverbs and the delays and stuff, some sounds are way more interesting than others. To me. Then we have the CH, which is basically the best polyphonic option I have here. You see, everything sounds kind of similar. You know, I could do something with that. Should we go A minor again, just because? Maybe not. Yeah, that sounds promising. So let's go for a 4-bar pattern, and let's start to record. Something like that. Kind of like the sound. Yeah. So let's just keep it at that and then go to the lead instrument. I'm not sure what I'm doing now. I'm looking for some kind of reverb. That's the delay. That's the pan. Crazy stuff. Stop panning the stuff. So let's go for a longer pattern on this one as well and just try to do something. Yeah, I can do better than that. I'm sorry for the slowness of this thing, but that's just what happens sometimes. So let's go for an A again. Adjusting the attack on this one. And then try to add something with the bass. Go to the green page. No. Yeah. That sounds kind of promising actually. 4 bars, and let's go for now take a look at that, take a listen to that bass line, and here we have something. Yeah, I'm not saying that this is done. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying much at all, actually. But let's try to get a feel for actually putting something. Now I did a terrible thing. Boom. We are running that piece of software. And not that Nikon. I don't even have my Nikon camera anymore. Yeah, someone is saying something really smart in the chat room. Oh, I started reactor instead of tractor. Blah, blah, blah. Someone is saying something really smart. That is that you should have a musical idea first and then get the piece of gear most suitable for that idea, and then bring it to life. And I agree with that. This is just a small little jam session, and I'm just testing out some stuff with the OPC. So please don't blame me for that. I'm actually having kind of fun. And I think that's kind of important to me right now. Here we have some crazy settings. Could I do it like that, maybe? Or is that too much for one audio interface at one time? Let's put that one there. And it worked, first try. Maybe I should just try to see if I can do something, you know? Let's give this shit a try. Yeah, that was just in general, and I totally agree. You should do that. And because I'm a sample-based hip-hop producer mainly, I use the Machine Mark III, the Roland SP404A, and the... Oh, sorry, it's way over there now. The... that over there? Yeah, right there. The MPC Live. Plus some drum machines and some synthesizers and some stuff. That's the normal tools I make beats with, as well as the OP1, which also can use samples, of course. Terrible noises. It's not what it sounds like. But let's see if I can, yeah. Let's turn down the mic. So yeah, that's always a good thing to do, like real quick like that. Just firing up a turntable or the S4 and try to put some scratching on top of a beat. Yeah, you heard it yourself. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, and in this case, the beat is. Boom, boom, boom. It's too boring, right? Boring, and scratching on it just doesn't work. So that happens sometimes, which makes me feel like I should just go in, take the little sequence and delete it. So the beat is dope though. Don't know, man. Really didn't like that with the scratch. Didn't work, and that's completely fine. Sometimes things just doesn't work. Well. Am I gonna start tell that to anyone? One of the reasons is that it's great. I like it a lot. It's kind of sad. I would want my whole setup to work like. Oh, seems super laggy now. Or is it just my computer watching it back? Let's refresh the page to see if that's the case. No one is complaining about the bitrate or anything, but it was super choppy on my computer. And it still is. Yeah. It is like an now. Because of the phone. Now the phone is supposed to do the right thing in a couple of seconds, and we should not have any lag anymore. Please tell me if it just gets laggy all of a sudden. I don't like that. Well, the MK3, the Machine Micro MK3, I should say, is super cool. And if I had the option to connect this one and the original the Machine MK3 to the same computer running the same sequence when I hit the start button, I would just love that. Come on, is it still laggy, or is it better now? But yeah, if I did this, if this was able to speak to the same computer with the same software at the same time, I would just place this one over at the turntable and have like an extra little machine set up inside the machine thing. That would be beautiful, but that doesn't work. So if I want to use the Machine Micro MK3, I have to do set it up as a MIDI device and let that MIDI device have some functions inside the machine software. And when it comes to that kind of stuff, I have a lot of cool ideas on how to set it up, but that rarely happens. You know, I can't really find the time to go into stuff like that with settings and modifying MIDI CCs and controls like that. But I would love to. I am planning on buying a new computer, and then I will have 2 different setups, which one will be based on the Machine Micro MK3. So I'm not selling it. Sorry. So it looks like the lag is gone, but it's a long delay instead from what I'm actually doing and what I'm watching on the computer, but that's okay. So what do you guys, how do you feel about this one? I loved it before I started this live stream, and now I'm not so sure anymore. I loved it when I started the live stream, and now, yeah, everything sounds kind of uniformed and sounds the same way. It sounds like the OPZ, you know? There are ways to get into the different synthesizer modes deeper and like tweak the sounds more. And I think maybe that's just what I have to do. To make it sound and feel like I wanted to. But I don't know. It's just too synthy. Can I say that? There are more advanced settings in here, and I have to check them out before I judge it too hard. And I am working on a video on it. I'm gonna film more on that tomorrow, I think, because now I'm doing a live stream all of a sudden. That's what happened. But yeah, for taking on the bus or on the train or on the flight or whatever you do, it's super, super handy because the size. But I would also have this one for a trip like that. Being able to sample and sequence stuff that way would be kind of cool with this. So when we're talking about the sequencer, I mean, the sequencer is kind of a big thing. Recording stuff on here, you have 4 different channels that can hold pretty much anything, and then you can merge those or like bounce those channels together. So say that I'm playing the drums and the bass on 2 different channels, I can then just swoof, glue them together and have that as one track. So if you do that, you can basically build as many tracks as you want on this one. But you have 4 tracks. That's basically what you have here. Compared to the OPC, where you have kind of 1 track for every sort of instrument. The kick drum is 1 instrument, the snare drum is another, the hi-hat is another, and so on. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different channels, so to speak. And I need to do my research here. I don't even know if I can import samples in it. It kind of sounds like it if I'm opening up this instrument.
Yeah.
All of these things are samples, and all of the drums as well. Take the snare drums. These are also samples, you know. Maybe I'm able to put my own samples in here, and in that case, that's a game changer. In that case, I would just love this one. Being able to have more... Because in that case, let's play... I don't know if this is true. Let's just play with the hypothesis. Oh, hypothesis. I can't really say that word. Let's play with the thought about having 1, 2, 3, 4 different sampler tracks. One for the kick, snare, hi-hat, and the one shot, whatever. And then adding the synth modes on that could be cool. But in the OP1, they actually add, from time to time, they add a new synthesizer. It was a while back that happened, but it's still an option. And, you know, sequence, samples, and synth sounds at the same time. That's pretty much what this is for. So if I was on a train or whatever, I would use this one instead of this one. When it comes to playing around with a really cool sequencer and having fun, right now this one wins, but it's also new, you know. I'm not thinking at all about returning it. That's not an option. I feel like I should just use it for a month or something like that, maybe 2 months, and then sell it secondhand to someone who wants to buy it. I think that's a cooler, better approach. So I'm trying to be pretty careful with it because I'm still not really closing the door on keeping it. But I do like it for what it is. $650 though. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yes, I deleted the whole thing. Let's fire up the OP1. Now that I'm talking about the OP1, I just feel like I should give it a try again. It was a while ago I did something on it. Oh, that's louder. And it's 2 tracks at the same time. 2 beats, I should say, at the same time. So let's jump ahead on the sequence here. What's that? Huh? So here we are in a BPM of 94, one of my favorite BPMs. 1, 2, 3, 4 bars and point. Let's go to the drum or the sampler. See what we have here. Let's do that one. So, track 1, record. Oh, that's better. So let's take that off. I'm doing so many mistakes right now. So that's something. Hi-hats. Turned off the metronome. Okay. That's harder. Let's just keep it sloppy as it is right now. Go to the thing. Go to track 2. Sampler again. Okay, let's see what we have in the user folder. Drums. Oh, I haven't saved anything. That's nice. Maybe I should just try to do I dare to try to sample something from the radio? No. That's a bad idea because of copyright strikes. let's just edit the sample way, pitch it down from how I used it last time I used the same sample. That's not the most creative thing I can do, but that's the idea I came up with. Let's see how it sounds. So if we just lower the volume of that track. Okay, that's what happened. Not the worst idea in the world. So that is, I don't know what it is, it's just I feel like I need another snare here, so let's go back to channel 1. Maybe I should load up that accurate drums thing again. No! I recorded that. It was supposed to sound like that. Damn. I'll just have to cut the whole thing. Yeah. Metronome back on. And let's open up another. That's the kick I had before. I have a problem with my gain staging right now. Let's start with the kick. The loop is not... What did I do? Oh, I did change the... So, back to that snare right there. It's a bit loud. Okay, let's go. Just a snare. Do you ever feel you ever get the feeling of like really not liking what you're doing? I get that all the time. Like this felt nice for a second. Then I don't know. Besides the snare. It all sounds terrible. But, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Right now, I feel like on the OPC, I get like the same kind of result over and over again. No, not the same result, but I'm in the same ballpark, you know? It's... I don't seem to come up with any original ideas right now on anything. But the OP1 gives me... Yep. Stuff are just making noise over here. The OP1 gives me the option to sample stuff, and that's what I'm actually that's what I think that's what I'm good at, sampling stuff and making my kind of beats with it. This is fun and it's super cool and it looks nice and it's hyped and it's pricey and it's from Teenage Engineering. I love it. But am I making good music on it? I don't think so. I don't have much more to offer here in this stream, I think. So, I guess I'm signing out if you guys don't have any questions. I know I have been paying a little less attention to the chat room now than I normally do. But that's what happens sometimes, you know? I get deep into stuff. This time it was the OPC. But if you have any questions or anything like that, I am willing to stay and chat for a bit. It's not that like I have anything better to do right now. Need to check the battery on my phone though. Yeah, we're kind of good on the battery on the phone. I do have quite a massive delay from the chat and from yeah, it's a bit of a delay between what I do and when I see it on the screen, like a normal delay. Seb Rozo asks for a video on the SP404. Can you make an SP404 video soon? Yeah, I can. I have a few different things up my sleeve. When it comes to the channel, I have a video that I'm gonna release on the OPC talking a bit more about the basics of it. You've seen a lot of that in this video, but yeah. That's one video. I want to cover this one as well. The Expressive E Touché. I used it on a live stream a while back. And since then, all the projects I'm using, that is where I'm able to use this one, I am actually using it. I like this one a lot, and I use it way more than I thought. But it is very, very computer heavy. So, okay, so a video on the OPC, a video on that one. I'm probably gonna make a video on recording drums because, yeah. Then I am receiving a few MIDI controllers, and I'm going to do a larger video on MIDI controllers, pretty much like a Christmas thing. What kind of MIDI controller, MIDI keyboard to go for. Then I want to make a video on the SP404, of course. And I have one more surprise video coming up about something that I'm not allowed to talk about. That's kind of it, I think. So yeah, I am coming to the SP404, and I'm gonna make a video on that, definitely. Someone also says that I need vocals, and I don't agree on that. When it comes to my music, the beats that I make, that I'm working on for the album, some of them are just purely instrumentals, and some of them are with some scratching and stuff on it. Vocalist, though, not something that I feel like I need, but I do have a plan for a project with a singer, and we're just gonna try to jam together and see if we can come up with something. And if we can, maybe that will turn out. Maybe it'll be a track out of it, but who knows? So big up from Italy, and thanks for always keeping it real. Thank you, Ricardo. Appreciate that. Yo, swords. Oh, okay. Yeah, we had a rapper here, the Grand Unchallenged Sword. He talked about him being an MC, and he wanted to work together. So maybe I should check his channel out. YouTube. Boom. Or am I confusing myself here? Yeah, David Beatmaker tells Sword that he's a good rapper. So why shouldn't I just? Yeah, I'll check that one out later. Okay, cool. The Grand Unchallenged Sword. Are you okay with me like playing your music here through my channel as a little thing? Or is that a no-no from your end? Oh, you released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos in 3 days. That's crazy. Yeah, but my question, the Grand Unchallenged Sword, are the beats like exclusive or made for you, or are we talking about like instrumentals downloaded from whoever? Because I can't play that on my channel in that case because of copyright. Okay, now David Beatmaker and the Grand Unchallenged Sword are talking to each other about collaborating. So that's awesome. If my channel is or my like live stream is the place where you guys meet and you end up creating an album together, selling a lot of stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. Don't mind me in that case. Do your thing. Do your thing. Can I fire a machine up? No, no. Let's see if we can do this through that interface in that case, and then just take one of them.
Wrong. I'm not your judge, it's crystal clear that the lens is not fudge. My loyalty is so complete it won't allow me to budge. Be shook like maracas, but I'm still going in. Once I enter the arena, I am focused to win. If I go there riding with you, then with you I come back. If I get knocked, then you skateboard in my safe, they won't crack.
Sounds promising, dude. Doesn't sound bad at all. Well, we still have 48 people watching. And that's actually way more than I had on my first few live streams, so maybe I should be a little bit more stoked about that. I'm sorry. 45 people watching a live stream for about some beat maker who makes beats on a live stream on a device that he doesn't really understand. That's something. Cool. I do appreciate everyone being here, and if you happen to catch my the video I put out yesterday, I got so much love from that video that I can't even find the words to describe how I feel about that. My phone has been like going crazy with the notifications, and I really appreciate all the love and the support that I got through from you guys on that video where I talked about my health and stuff. Really appreciate it, and I feel a lot better now after dropping that video and being upfront and open and honest about everything. Feels so much better. Jim Shannon says something about the OPC. Let's see here. It's the stock sounds of the OPC. I can't get the context here, but I do, yeah. As I said again, I was really a big fan of the OPC when I got it and like a few hours ago, but now playing around on it with this on this live stream, it feels too limited. It feels not versatile and not funky enough. It's not. I don't have the range that I want to have when it comes to the sound engines, I think. I might be wrong though. I need to check it out even more before I judge it too hard. But I like the OP1 better. I just do. And I think everyone does, really. It is better than the OPC. And it's more expensive. It's older, but it's better. So what are we doing now? Should I try to play you guys some music? No. You know what? I'm just gonna sign off. I don't have anything more to do here. I don't have anything more to offer you for tonight, I think. My energy is getting really, really low. And maybe I should just lay on the bed and watch YouTube instead of trying to be on YouTube. Might be a good idea. Okay, let's just do one ultra quick thing on the OP1 on the OPC and see if that if I don't even know why. Okay, just gonna do something like that. Always put it wrong. You see that? It's not like a nightmare to do drums on it. Okay. So, a melody thing. Let's try something like... Oh, sorry. Now the video should be back any second now. This is coming out better, huh? Is that just me, or is this better than anything I did before? Well, that's for me to decide. As well. Okay, these short patterns by default, I just hate it. What happened? Came out okay. Is anyone still here? Is anyone still here? Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Which OP? The OPC or the OP1? Because I've had the OP1 for a couple of, or a bunch of years. The OPC, I think I've had it like less than a week, I think. Yeah, I got it last Wednesday and today it's Monday, so 5 days, pretty much. And I haven't like spent 5 days learning it either. So I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but it's working in a similar way to the OP1 in some respects. Cool Teeth 1. That's a funny name. You know what? This always happens when I do my live streams. We had like 130 viewers or something. And now we're down to 29 and I'm still just sitting here and not doing anything. But I made the last little thing I did was better than all of the other ones. So if you're here now and wasn't here before, you kind of heard the peak of this video, I think. I do appreciate everyone being here, and I think these live streams are a lot of fun. Maybe I should try to schedule them and decide like every this or that day I am doing a live stream between then and then, but that just hasn't been the thing for now. But I am signing out now, and I am hoping for every one of you to have a good night's sleep whenever you are going to bed. And I am pretty much going to bed real soon. I'm getting text messages and emails everywhere here. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video, which is gonna be on the OPZ. And yeah, comment and subscribe and whatever. You're here, and this video is not gonna stay as a video on the channel. So thanks a lot for being here. Take care and goodbye. And I'm ending this on the iPhone. That's right. Bye. In some way. Why can't I even stop the live stream like that? That's crazy. Goodbye and have a nice everything.